teaching phonics, we're teaching word attack skills, we're teaching analyzing sentences, we're teaching the correct grammatical use of sentences, and actually children will do much better at proofreading their papers once they've learned to diagram the sentences from the words that's given them. Now, using the very same word, I'm thinking of a word that means bright, and it usually emanates from a light. What's that word? Come to the board and write that word. Okay. And what shines? Come and write that word, Alex. Come and write the word that describes the lights. If children have no reason to pay attention and they know that it's just another guessing at a worksheet, then why pay attention? Again, not only do they learn to read well, to analyze their sentences, to proofread their sentences, but we no longer have behavioral problems. What kind of lights are they? Now, which bright boy and girl in here can use logic and tell me what you conclude about these three words? They all have the law of what? I. Let's say it. Shines, lights, bright. Who can think of another word that has the same IGH? Tight. Let's spell it. T. I-G-H-I-T. Flight. F-L-I-G-H-I-T. Night. N-I-G-H-I-T. Fine. I blinky says I. Dine. I blinky says I. What do we hear on the blank? What's the word? Dine. I blinky says I. What's the word now? You are so bright, I tell you, I need sunglasses. Why don't you get some of these words wrong? You're just getting all the right answers. Now let's say them. Shines, lights, bright, tight, flight, crime, night, fine, dine. We're going to take the sounds for O. O blanky says O. Okay. Co. Cone. O. Cra. O. Sound O. Sound cra. The reason for this is, again, to alleviate discipline so that teachers do not have to constantly correct misspelled words. Sound crop, sound O, word crow, O, do. Now let's spell do. D-O-U-G-H-O. Now, what do we conclude here using logic? That O-U-G-H also says ow. As in, says all, as in ought. A-W says all, as in awful. Once you get them to really pay attention to the difference in the sounds, which is why I teach them together. Because O-U-G-H says O, but here O-U-G-H here says all, the same as in awful. O-A says O. What's the word? Bow. What's the word now? Boat. Sound O. Which O? O-A-O. Sound B. Sound O. Sound B. Word boat. Again, this gets them so that they actually do not guess at the sounds of the word. O, which O? O-W says O. But let's look here. O-W here says ow. Same as in owl. O, sound sound crawl, sound O, word crawl, sound O. Which O? O blinky says O. Now what does it say? Cold. What does it say now? Cone. O blanky says O. What does it say now? Cold. What does it say now? Cold. O-A says O. What does it say now? Toe. What does it say now? Toad. Now using the same words. Again, if students know that they might be called to perform, they are certainly going to pay attention. Okay, Robert, come to the board and write the sentence that I'm about to dictate to you. Okay, what are we talking about here? A toad, that's our subject. What did he do? He ran. Okay, where did he run? Along the lake. What kind of lake was it? A cold lake. A beautiful lake. Okay, which O here? OA says O. Now, let's see if we can be really speedy readers. And I know you're the brightest boys and girls in the whole world, so let's see how many of these sounds we can get really quickly. Okay, now let's see if you are as speedy as my ruler. Okay, come on. Word cone, word bead, word state. The children will respond. Word help. What do you conclude with these three words? Mr. Jones, Mrs. Smith, I conclude that the EA and B now says E. The EA and help now says A. The EA and stay now says A. The EA in break now says A. The OA in toad now says O. Mission, language. What do you notice about the word language? I conclude that the U in language now has the sound of wa, as in way, as in wa, water. Sugar, surely. What do you conclude about sugar and surely? What you're preparing children in kindergarten to do is to go into logic by the time they're in first grade. They will have already learned what a premise is and how to draw conclusions. Sugar and surely has the same sound as in ship, shell. Well, let's look at supper. That's SU. And SU, but these are words that really try to fool boys and girls that's not as bright as you. Here we have ache, church, and champagne. What do we conclude? That the CH in ache has the same sound as in tap. The vowel before the CK is always short, as in cat, as in cap. The CH in church, which is the American CH, says cha. The CH in champagne, which is a French CH, now has the same sound as in ship, shell. It says SH. Ache, church, champagne. Given constant continuity of usage of these words, the children will become great spellers, great writers. And remember, those students who write well, who think well, who are comfortable with words, really become better students. Every child in our school, every kindergartner, is reading by December each year. Phonics is really the key to learning to read, but not just phonics alone. It's the repetition, it's the drill, it's making certain that there's an entire class participation. Because once children know that it's not just the teacher leading, but it will be their turn to demonstrate that they have memorized and that they have understood the instruction. Because if they do not do this, then again, they simply repeat the words, knowing that once it's recess or the end of the day, that they need not have any real personal understanding of what has gone on in the classroom. Every child can be a reader, and remember, those children who read well, who think well, and who use logic, usually are well-behaved students.